Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. You guys, in this video, we got a tool review for you, and it's going to be the Autel PowerScan. Let's do it. All right, so I love doing videos like these because this is right up my alley. I was a mechanic for a little over 20 years. I am very familiar with a tool like this because I have the PowerProbe 3, probably one of the most used tools that I ever use as a mechanic for diagnosing whether it's electrical stuff, light bulbs, fuses, powering fuel pumps, powering anything, AC compressors, or anything you want to check to see, is the circuit good? Why is it not working? Let's check ground. Ground's good. Okay, let's add power to it. Does the fuel pump turn on? Yeah, fuel pump turns on. Or no, the fuel pump doesn't turn on. Or yes, the blower does turn on. It's a great, quick, easy way to check a 12-volt source, and it's so simple to do. Now I want to show you guys the difference between the two that I have. So the PowerProbe, which is right here, you guys notice they're kind of in the same type of box. I've had this for, I don't know, 10 years probably. It's been a great tool, but it's a basic tool. This thing does all kinds of stuff. It's very, very cool. But as you notice, the containers are pretty much identical. Now I will say the Autel is made in China. This one is made in the USA with, what's it say, made in the USA with global materials, which probably means Chinese parts. Even the labels underneath, as you guys can see in the corners, look a lot the same. But let me show you guys this Autel one, and we're going to do all kinds of stuff in this video. We're going to be active. That's why I have this back here. A blower, show you how to test a headlight, an LED headlight, show you how to test a switch to see if a switch works. We'll do an ohm test because this one, unlike the PowerProbe, this one does ohm resistance tests. You can check resistance, and then I've got a fuse here that sometimes are really hard to tell if it's blown or not. A lot of times they're very hard to see, especially these smaller ones. And we'll do a resistance test on this, and it'll tell you if the fuse is any good. The other thing I want to do, I want to show you guys a typical style test light. This isn't my first rodeo. I did this for over 20 years, so I have a lot of different ones, and I'm going to show you them in action over there, and then show you how this works. But this one is a Cornwell. That's a digital. That's just going to give you a readout of the voltage. This one is a snap-on that I'm the ground. I don't have to actually hook it to a ground. This actually, all I can do is touch a ground, and then I can use this, and it beeps, right? And it lights up. And then this is a snap-on that just lights up, no tones. This is going to light up, give you tone, everything. So it's all those combined, plus we're going to be able to activate some stuff. So let's get this unboxed, and let me show you guys what it looks like. All right, so before we get in the vehicle and we start doing some tests, because that's going to be the cool part, we got to at least go over this. I want to show you guys what comes with it compared to what came with the PowerProbe 3. Now, the PowerProbe 3 is about $160. That's about what I paid for it, and it looks like it still is about that price. And that comes with the extra lead. You can buy without the extra lead to make it longer. If you're a mechanic, you need it longer so you can put it on the battery, raise the car or truck all the way up, and you can get all the way back to your fuel pumps, whatever you're testing. So you need that extension, which the Autel does come with that. But the other stuff in here, I had to buy myself. It didn't come with everything like this machine here does. So let's go ahead and open this up. So inside here, it shows you your tip. And also the cool thing is you can replace the trigger if the trigger ever goes bad. You get your user's manual. Here you get a cigarette lighter, a 12-volt adapter, so you can use inside the car if you want to do that. Here are your positive and negative leads plus your tip right here. This comes in a package, and there is a screen protector on it, which I'm going to leave on there because fingerprints. So this is the first part of the lead here. So this right here gives you an extra 20 foot of links, so you're going to have about 40 feet total, which is plenty to get front to back to any car. Let me go ahead and show you this up close. Hopefully it doesn't go blurry on you. So this is your positive to give power. This is the negative to give ground. This right here I'll show you once we have it hooked up to the car. That's to go through your menu. And this is if you blow the not blow the internal fuse. It has a protection on it, kind of like a circuit breaker, where it'll blow that circuit breaker, and to reset it, you just press the side end right there. But you get a nice big screen. My only complaint, also lights on top. My only complaint on this is the plastic seems not as nice. I like that it's got the 3 fingers back there on the back, so your fingers fit right in there when you're using that. Now let's compare that to the PowerProbe here. So I don't know if you guys can be able to tell by the look of the plastic, but the PowerProbe's definitely what I would say is probably a better material, but that really doesn't matter as long as this works. But you see a lot of similarities as far as your lights on top, your switch, replaceable. Once again, you just pop it out. This is to mute the power probe so you don't get the tone at all. This one right here is to go through the menu, and you can end up muting it if you want to mute it also. This comes with basically everything that the power probe came with, except for, it comes with your extension, just like on my power probe. It comes to your DC for your cigarette lighter. It comes with your positive and negative, and hey, looky there. It's been a while since I've used it. It's broken. It's been a long time. And then it comes with the tip also, but I find that the Autel, looking at prices, is almost half the price. So if it does as good a job as the power probe does, this is a no-brainer at all. Okay, so I have quite the mess going on here, but like I said, I was going to show you guys these first. In case you're not aware what a test light does, if you're a mechanic, I'm sure you already know, you better know. So I'm going to show you, this is your basic test light. You hook it to a ground, and you can check for power, right? Okay, that's it. And then you can check your fuses. If it lights up, then you know you have power going through it. If you want to check for ground, you hook this on the power side. Let's say this body ground right here. I touch it to it. We know that the body ground is now good. That's your typical test light. This one here from Cornwell, I didn't use this one very much because I had the power probe, but it has a digital readout. So 12.3 volts is what we got there. And if we go the other direction with it, to go to like ground, hopefully you guys can see, it turns green, 12.3 volts. And you can test your fuses and everything else like that. This one you can only do one way. So, see, it started to make a noise, but I'm not touching the ground. Now watch what happens when I touch the ground, okay? I'm the ground. So it's wireless. I don't have to worry about plugging into anything. It's easy. I just touch the ground like I'm doing there, and it makes that work. But these, like this Autel tool, basically does all those functions and also allows us to do more things. So let's go ahead and hook up that up and the power probe so I can show you the difference between the two. Let's do the power probe first. So when I hook it up, you're going to hear it make an audible noise. Okay, so this is the power probe. It's going to give you a readout, like right there, 12.5 volts. That's me putting power to it, or ground, and it turns it green, turns it red. This turns it off, so you don't have to hear the beep, right? You got your lights on top, and then your circuit breaker is also right here. And that's all you get on the power probe, but this has served me well. Like I said, I use this thing for probably at least 10 years, diagnosing a lot of cars, and has always been great. But now, when Autel reached out to me on this, once I looked it up on Amazon, because they sent me the link for it, I was like, oh, I got to check that thing out. So I was like, yeah, I'd like to test that. Because I think not only do I like it, because I think other people, mechanics, watch YouTube videos also. Look, you get a digital readout on the screen. I don't know if I can actually, there you go. Okay, so you have your DC volts. Then you can switch to AC volts. Then you have your ohms. And then here you hold it, and now that's going to mute it. The red X is on it. And then that's going to unmute it. Same switch here. Oh, hang on. Got to go to the voltage. So there's power. The screen turns like a reddish orange. Ground, the screen is going to turn green. So once again, I can check this ground. Okay, we got ground. We got power. We can go in here to the fuse box. Hopefully got you set up where you can at least somewhat see. Let's find a fuse that has power. Now I don't have the ignition on, but there's always fuses that are still stay powered. That one's no, oops, I switched it on accident. Okay, there's one right there, 12.5 volts. 12.5 volts on both sides. So you know that that fuse is good if it lights up on both sides and gives you your voltage readings. So that's basically what I want to show you too over here. But the main thing that you want to use this for me at least, is diagnosing a bad compressor, bad fuel pump, whatever. It makes your job quick, makes it easy, because what you know, if you have ground and then you power and let's say the compressor turns on, okay, the compressor's good. Something between the compressor and the relay or the fuse or the switch is something, or same thing as fuel pump. If the fuel pump turns on, once you ground it and apply power to it, You know the fuel pump's good. It's something from the fuel pump up to the fuse box relay. Something's not telling it to turn on. You could have a broken wire, anything like that. That's where the next thing I'm going to show you comes into play. What makes these tools, I mean, honestly, invaluable. So now I'm going to show you the most common use for a tool like this. This is where these become invaluable. They save you time diagnosing a car, or if you're even if you're at home and you're a DIYer, this is something you should have in your toolbox, especially for the price of them. And by the way, down in the description of the video, you'll find a link, and if you use my code, which is right here, I'll put it right here, then you're going to get 20% off of this tool if you use my code, which is pretty cool. Now you're probably wondering, well, you can add power and you can have ground, but how are you going to make stuff work? Well, you have a lead on the end. This is a ground, is what this is right here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys this. Like I said, this is where it makes them invaluable. Let's say you want to test a headlight, okay? We're going to ground it, and then we're going to add power to it. See, it's ground. I'm not going to look at it. There you go. That would be the high beam, okay? So this one should be the low beam. Yep, there's the low beam. Now we know that that works. But if you want to test resistance, so instead of making it light up, we can just test resistance, because if one of these little filaments, hopefully I can show you, one of those filaments, if it's broken, let's go to resistance. If it's broken, this shouldn't beep. It's beeping, so it's not broken. We're good. It's got good resistance, so we know we're good to go from there. Let's try an LED light. I've never tried to power an LED light. I guess that they will work with this. Oops. Well, here, let me show you the resistance on it first. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. Now, oh, I looked at it. That's it. Test the LED bulb. Nice, quick, and easy. Blower motor. This is a very common thing to test to know whether it's the blower motor or the resistor. We're just going to plug it in right there, and if we should turn on, oh, there's a reason that this blower motor is not in a car. As you see, it does turn it on. If I go the other way, if I remember right, this thing's bad. It's probably going to blow my circuit. No, it didn't. Okay. But anyways, as you can see, you can power like a 12-volt motor to see if it's any good. A couple more things. Let's say you have a switch. You want to know if this switch is any good, okay? All you have to do, we're going to have it, let's put it on resistance. Okay, so it's open loop right there. I didn't have it connected right. Open loop. But as soon as we turn it on, there we go. We have resistance. That means this switch is good. But let's say I want to see if the light on the switch works. We should be able to turn it to voltage. Let's turn it off first. See if I do this right. There you go. The light on the switch works, as you can see. Another thing you can check right there is that fuse. Glass fuse. I'm going to have to try. Now you don't want to apply power to this. What we want to check is resistance. And I don't know if I can even get this to open far enough. Yeah, I can. Can't hold it. There you go. Resistance. That fuse is good. If it didn't beep, you know the fuse is bad. Last thing. Try another resistance test. So this is a fused wire. As you can see, there's a fuse in here. We're going to check resistance on this wire. We're going to see if the fuse is any good, which obviously I can see it. This is just for test purposes. Okay, we got our ground on. Okay, our fuse is good. Now, if I take this fuse out, shuts off. Put the fuse back in. We know that that circuit is good. That wire is good. So if you're working on a car, you're trying to figure out if you have a broken wire, and you go from one end to the other, and you don't show any resistance, it doesn't make that beeping noise, then you know that you have a broken wire. So these tools are amazing. This is awesome. I love the big readout. That is a huge plus for me. I'm getting older. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Now, I am not an electrician. I'm not sure why you'd want alternating current. I mean, the screen has like graphs and stuff on it. I know nothing about that, so I'm not even going to go there. But ohms, resistant ohms, and your DC volts. I mean, these, like I said, these things pay for themselves. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. Now, this is still connected to my truck over there with the lead. I only had to have the one lead, but it's it's pretty far away. But yeah, this is awesome. Absolutely love it. I did read in here, it does come with a 1-year warranty. And then as far as the AC voltage is concerned, it says, while the tool is in this mode, contact the probe tip to the circuit, and then the LCD display will read the maximum voltage, the minimum voltage frequency, and duty cycle. So you can use it on a 12-volt source. I'm just not really familiar with that because I never used my power probe to do anything like that. Even shows you how to do signal circuit testing, shows you the graph and all that good stuff. I would have no problems at all recommending this to you. Obviously, longevity, durability, how long it's going to last, I can't tell you, but there's not a whole lot to these tools. The switch is about the only thing that may go bad on you, and you just pop that thing out. I mean, in fact, I think I saw it in the directions. Let's see, because I can kind of show you guys a picture really quick. Screwdriver, pop it out, and then put the new switch in, and you're good to go. And I'm sure you can order that from Autel. But if you get 20% off with my code, you guys, this thing is going to be priced absolutely amazing. And it's something that'll be a great tool for you, whether you're a professional DIYer, to have in your toolbox to check any type of circuits, any type of blown fuses or motors, whatever. This is going to pay for itself just the first couple times that you use it. I want to say thank you, Autel, for sending this to me, because they did send this product to me. I didn't get paid for this video. I just received this to make a video on. And what I tell people, if I don't like a product, I'm not going to make a video. If I like a product, I'm going to make a video. And as you guys saw, obviously I like it because you guys are seeing the video right now. Don't forget, go down in the description of the video for the link to get your 20% off. And you guys will not be disappointed that you did. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video and checking it out. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.